History at the Vatican today. 800,000 people packed St. Peter's Square as two popes rose to sainthood. Take a look at the large crowds that waited for hours at the Vatican. Kings, queens, presidents, and prime ministers traveled from around the world, all united in their faith. CBS 2's Tony Aiello was there, and he joins us live from Vatican City with more. Tony?
Cindy, it's 5 a.m. here, so I'll say good morning from Rome. A leading Italian newspaper declared Sunday Il Giorno dei Santi, the Day of the Saints, a day witnessed by thousands and thousands of pilgrims who jammed into St. Peter's Square. Many couldn't get anywhere close to the action. When I talked to New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan, he couldn't help but jokingly rub it in a little about how close he was to Pope Francis as history was being made.
I had a better seat than you did. Ha, ha, ha.
All joking aside, Cardinal Dolan says he knows it was a tremendous privilege to join the retired Pope Benedict and the reigning Pope Francis at the historic Mass that enrolled John the 23rd and John Paul II as saints of the Catholic Church. The canonization ritual is ancient but fairly simple.
Beatus Ioannem Vicessimum Tertium et Ioannem Paulum Secundum.
A declaration in Latin from Pope Francis was all it took to officially canonize the two popes. John the 23rd changed the church by calling the Second Vatican Council, and John Paul II changed the world by helping topple communism. A huge round of applause and a burst of music greeted the moment the saints were named. Like many in the crowd, Cardinal Dolan felt especially close to St. John Paul.
I have a cross that he gave me. I was ordained a bishop by a man he ordained. I'm sort of his grandson as far as being a bishop. I visited with him a number of times. You talk about a sense of connection. This was amazingly moving for me and obviously for a lot of people that were there today.
Including Charles Maylou from Lindenhurst, Long Island. Why did he wear this Mike Piazza Mets t-shirt?
Mike Piazza loves Pope John Paul II. I'm also a huge Met fan. To grow up with him as the Pope and to be here on the day that he's canonized as saint, it means a lot personally.
After Mass, Francis took a long spin in the Pope-mobile, delighting the faithful, some of whom had been in place for 16 hours in order to witness history and honor the new saints.
These men we need as a model, we need as a helper in heaven.
Cardinal Dolan will stay in Rome for several days on church business, and then he's making a quick side trip to the Middle East before returning to New York. Here at St. Peter's Square, another big crowd is expected on this Monday for a massive Thanksgiving for the lives of these two new saints. Live at the Vatican in Rome, Tony Aiello, CBS 2 News.
Tony, you've done such a fantastic job out there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sam.